We're here now with Coach Travis Wyant. You guys get the win today, 13-7 over UMass-Boston. Start the conference here strong at 1-0. It was kind of a slow start today. We talked a little bit about it with Chase, but what was the message to the team that kind of helped you guys to refocus?
I think just getting into an offensive set and getting into an offensive game plan. We tried something at the start defensively that just wasn't as effective as we thought it would be. So getting out of that, switching back to what we usually do, and then, offensively figuring some things out and getting people involved and moving the ball was a huge, and just getting that first goal just kind of, shakes it off a little bit, and then we get the momentum flowing. So that was really helpful.
I think it kind of flew under the radar today, especially with how good the offense looked. But what were your thoughts on how Mabel Bissett played today? Because up here it looked pretty good.
Yeah, Mabel has been this person that's really mentally strong this season. For example, she could have beat herself up really bad after those first couple of goals, but her ability to kind of shake things off and play through it has been really huge in a multitude of games. So, she has been a great leader for our defense, a great leader for the goalkeeping unit, and she's played really, really well. Regardless of the situation she's put in, she's always ready to have that next one mentality, which I think is something she's worked on quite frequently throughout her career so far.
You guys will be at Fitchburg State this coming Wednesday. Obviously now won 3 in a row. What's your kind of game plan, do you think, so far going into that one?
I think we just need to continue working on our offensive end of the field, getting our abilities to move off of each other, continue figuring out how we want to play, and developing those connections has been something we've been working on. Like Chase said, we're a pretty new team, so continuing to build those connections and understand, when we're in this situation, what does this person want to do versus when we're in this situation, what does the other person want to do? So we're just figuring that out. And then we're adjusting in game. We spent a lot of time in timeouts and on halftime talking about a set that we wanted to specifically run against their defense to help our offense out. And we had to tinker with that a little bit. So we're still working on stuff and figuring out stuff. And that's kind of how it goes heading into Fitchburg. We're still figuring out what we want to do and how we want to run it. But this is a good, in-game adjustments for them. So I really appreciate the effort they put in today for sure.
All right, well, congrats on the win today, Coach, and good luck in your next one on Wednesday.
Yep, thank you.
And we'll see you in the next one.
All right.
Thank you.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
Keene State Athletics on the Owls Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/NH or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. New Car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference. By American Steel Fabricators. Visit americansteelfab.com. Fenton Family Dealerships, the tri-state area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. By the Melanson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932. Engelberth Construction, we build relationships for life. By Sullivan Tire, located on Winchester Street in Keene, we're always here to get you there. Noyes Volkswagen, we look forward to guiding you on your Volkswagen journey. And by the Best Western Plus Hotel, located at 401 Winchester Street in Keene. So the Owls, kind of a rough start, but they get the win today. A very good first quarter on in this one, able to beat UMass-Boston by a final of 13-7, improved to 5-1 on the year, and most importantly, 1-0 now in the LEC. Next up for the Owls, they'll be on the road at Fitchburg State on Wednesday. Of course, we won't have that broadcast here on the Owls Media Network, but our next Owls Media Network broadcast of women's lacrosse will be Wednesday, March 26th, as Keene State will take on Framingham State in that one. So thank you so much, as always, for joining us today on this broadcast. For Ryan Goodwin, for everybody else on our crew, this has been another presentation of Owls Athletics on the Owls Media Network, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. S. Brown takes it. Final 10 seconds. Actually, Smith takes it. Final seconds here will tick away, and the Owls improved to 5-1 and 1-0 in the LEC, thanks to an outstanding day from Chase Gengris with 7 goals.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.